Welcome back to another boat video. I would like to say this is going to be the final part, but there's no way in heck that this is going to be the final part, because everywhere I look on this boat, I think that it's almost complete, but I'm nowhere near completion. So stay tuned. We're going to try to get a few more things knocked out on this boat, and we're going to just chat a little bit about Big's World and kind of why this channel is what it is. So I don't know why I snapped, but let's get into the video. So in the last video, I wanted to get started on the flooring. I put the flooring in my dad's truck and I couldn't find it. Well, I found it because he told me where it was. But here is the flooring. This is your first look, not my first look, because I couldn't hardly contain myself. So I might have taken a little sneak peek at the flooring that I got, but I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys can't see it. You guys probably already did. But I'm super excited to show you guys this flooring. And I think if you guys haven't, got the little peak on the edge there, I think you guys are gonna really like this flooring that I chose. To be honest with you, I don't care if you don't like it, because obviously it's not your boat. So you guys can just go ahead and hop off. But I like this flooring and I think it looks pretty damn good. I don't know if we're gonna install any flooring today, because as I've looked around, I got quite a few things that I need to do before I can install this flooring. This is what we ended up going with. It is a diamond with like a black stitching. Obviously this is foam, so there's no stitching at all, but I'm pretty excited about this floor. One thing that I'm not really too sure about with this flooring is the gray carpet that I thought I was gonna leave. I don't think that that's gonna happen. Maybe I could go over the top of this carpet since it's really matted down. I don't think I'm gonna have enough. Worst case scenario, I thought about maybe painting the carpet black. I've painted carpet before. It usually turns out okay. And maybe in the compartment up front here that has carpet, in the side compartments, I just leave it. But the brown and the black with the gray, I didn't really think that through very well. I should have probably got something with gray, more gray in it, but I really liked this brown. But I think it's gonna make the boat look a lot better. Again, I got quite a few more things I need to knock out before I can even lay this stuff down, but we're getting there. So stay tuned. We're gonna do something. So to be honest with you, these videos I wish were a little more enthusiastic and a little more upbeat. I know I have it in me. It's just really hard. I watch a lot of YouTubers. That's definitely a good thing, but a bad thing, because I'm very critical of myself and how I film these videos. I usually watch most people that have a cameraman, and when they're really enthusiastic, they're doing a lot of lens pulls and a lot of, things to keep the audience engaged. I would absolutely love to do that, but with 509 subscribers, it's really hard to have any money to hire. Like, it's just impossible. So I film all these videos by myself. I edit all these videos myself. I have no extra help whatsoever. Erica will help me from time to time, but I don't really expect her to do that. That's not really up her alley. And if she wants to help, she can. If she doesn't, I completely understand. So with that being said, I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about this channel and kind of where I like for it to go. So when I started this channel, I realized really quickly that I can do it myself. I think that that was kind of one of the bigger hindrances that I've ran into, or kind of the roadblocks that I've ran into when I wanted to create a YouTube channel. I love the YouTube platform for a really long time. I mean, since middle school, I was watching YouTube videos. I would watch Dude Perfect. I would watch all those channels, and obviously that's a huge inspiration, but I can really get caught up in those and wish that I can make better content for you guys. Trust me, the content that I'm making is the best that I possibly can make with the equipment and just everything in the extra set of hands that I have. But with that, it's a really big regret, because I've always had a camera and I've always had the access to film my life, but for some reason I always thought that there had to be a certain set of rules and you had to only post a certain style of content. But then I started at Custom Offsets, and although they did only post truck related content and suspension related content and all that, they really did kind of follow a strict, set of rules or set of guidelines that most of their videos followed. Once I left there and came home and started my own YouTube channel, and with the inspiration of my good friend Glenn. If you guys don't know Glenn, Glenn's been in a couple videos way back. He's an exceptional person. I absolutely love Glenn. I talk to Glenn quite often. He really gave me the inspiration for this channel. One day we were at work, he said, if you were ever to start your own YouTube channel, you should call it Big's World. So little did Glenn know, I've always wanted to start my own YouTube channel. But like I said, I always ran into roadblocks because I really felt like it could only be one certain style of content and one certain thing. Whether that be fishing, whether that be off-road stuff, whether that be truck stuff, whatever I was super passionate about at that time, I felt like the YouTube channel only could follow those guidelines. But really, that's not the case at all. The reason behind this channel, and when Glenn came up with the name Biggs World, it kind of hit me. I can just be Biggs and I can show you guys my world. And many of you guys probably don't know, my world is a little bit of everything. It's kind of crazy, to be honest with you. I love trucks, I love four-wheelers and off-roading, I love fishing. I even love aquariums and stuff where you would watch Fanatic do, or stuff that you would watch Paul Cafaro do. I also like Andrew Flair, Alex Perrick, John B., all those guys. So my hobby interest is a huge array of stuff, and trying to pull that all into one style of content can be rather challenging. I don't want to limit myself to anything that I possibly would want to do. So if I want to, you know, build a mud mower or go fishing, I think that I can post anything on this channel and I shouldn't feel limited to only one style of content, because that's the style of content that I started this channel off of. I've always wanted to create YouTube videos and I've always wanted to start a YouTube channel, but again, I always felt like it only could be one style of content, and obviously that style of content can run out really quickly. So I never thought that I had enough content to make it worthwhile for people. So when I left Custom Offsets and I came home and I still really had that passion and that itch to create YouTube videos, just decided to start. And I think that that's one of the most important things that I've ever done in my life. I was definitely scared, I was definitely nervous, and I definitely wasn't sure how people were gonna perceive, you know, my own YouTube and kind of the content that I was posting. There was definitely many roadblocks to creating this channel, and this channel is really kind of a modge-podge of my whole entire life. And one day I want to fish and one day I might want to talk about camera gear. I don't know, it's weird, but I really liked the thought of Biggs. And with that all being said, I didn't have the nickname Biggs. I've had a few other platforms that I posted things on a little bit. I was a Twitch affiliate at one point, so I was a gamer, but I was absolutely awful at that. That's probably my least favorite thing, but I do like to play video games. So again, video games to fishing and just the wide array of content that I could have possibly filmed, I felt like it could only stick to one, and that just wasn't gonna work for me. I got the nickname Biggs, and Glenn mentioned the name Biggs World. I felt like, hey, this is something that I can build off of, and it's the world of me, Biggs or Luke, and I can post whatever I want, and if people want to watch it, they want to watch it, and if they don't, then they're gonna go find another channel that can provide them the content that they want. So with that, I appreciate all you guys and all the subscribers that I have thus far. I know it's only 509, and again, I wish my content quality was a little bit better, but I can only do so much. I would appreciate if you guys just went down and subscribed to the channel. I promise that if I don't post a video that you necessarily click with this week, maybe there's a piece of content next week that resonates with you better, and I'm just trying to make content that everybody can appreciate, or this certain set of people can appreciate, and then next week this certain set of people can appreciate. I'm just trying to build a community where a bunch of people might like a bunch of different things, but through this channel everybody can like one thing, if that makes sense. So I just want to have communities from over here, which is stuff that I like, and then a community over here with stuff that I also like, but this community over here might not necessarily like what this community over here likes. They can all come to my channel, and you know, I don't know, I just want to have a gathering place and a big melting pot of a bunch of different content, and you know, just a world full of different stuff. And that's why I like the name Biggs World, because it's a big world and there's a bunch of different stuff in this world, and some people like this stuff and some people like this stuff, and this is the channel where you can find all that stuff in one place. I hope that all makes sense, and sometimes I just want to start the videos by kind of just giving you an insight of this channel and kind of who I am and what it's about, and maybe, you know, that's enough for you guys to want to stick around. So with all that being said, let's get into this boat build and try to get something accomplished. That way we can get you guys some fishing content and get on the water and do some, you know, more exciting stuff rather than builds. But some of you guys like builds, so that's my point exactly. Some of you guys like the building aspect. Some people will just like the doing aspect. So here at Big's World, you can do whatever you want. So let's go. And then one smaller, this smaller one under the seats, because that big one's not even gonna fit under the seats. So yeah, let's try to get that accomplished. Try to get all these lights freaking taped up, not taped up, installed is what I meant to say. I don't know why I said taped up. We're gonna kind of piece everything together here. I guess this would reach over there, and then I could put a smaller one in that front compartment. Then that would throw out quite a bit of light instead of wiring up a whole entire separate thing. Then I'll only have one wire, realistically, two that I'm gonna have to wire into the deck lighting, because I kind of forgot to do that and I didn't think about that until I was done. So I'm gonna have to redo that, but that should work. And then I won't have to wire up a rock light or something like that. I'll just chain all these together. That makes the most sense. Let's do that.
Sorry.
Oh!
Could you say that again?
That scared the absolute bejeebies out of me. So like I said, both sides of these, they link together, which is pretty nice. Honestly, for this application, it's pretty nice. For the truck application, it was decently nice, except for the fact that in some areas, if the wire wasn't long enough, like what do you do? So that was kind of a pain. The way I had them set up is I had them, the long ones down driver's and passenger side, and then I had the two shorter ones on the front and back, and then a couple of them I didn't even use. So anyway, enough of me blabbering my lips. Let's try to get these installed.
Yeah. Oh my God, at the top, see the top, I'm on top. See the guap, get the guap, that's a lot. Hit the gas, need no brakes, I don't stop. Yeah. Oh my God, at the top, see the top, I'm on top. See the guap, get the guap, that's a lot. Hit the gas, need no brakes, I don't stop. Yeah. Oh my God, with the squad, see the squad, we outside. Coming from the soil like a rock. Coming from the soil to the top. Yeah. Just got off the phone with my mama, yeah, she proud of me. This one for the ones who lost a vision, yeah, they died of me. This one for the ones who got on late, they been proud of me. But it's still the same ones in the frame, nothing changed. Yeah. At the top, see the top, I'm on top. See the guap, get the guap, that's a lot. Hit the gas, need no brakes, I don't stop. Yeah, oh my God, at the top, see the top, I'm on top. See the guap, get the guap, that's a lot. Hit the gas, need no brakes, I don't stop. Yeah. I'm a side chessie for my bestie. Only if she ride it like a 10-speed. I might run the score up if you let me. First time in Miami, rode them jet skis. Now I stay on go, used to stay on road.
All right, guys, I'm pretty excited about that. I got everything wired up, all the deck lights, all the compartment lights on one switch, live wells on one switch. When it's nighttime, I flip one switch, or morning, early morning, I flip one switch, all the lights come on. Super stoked about that. So that's one less thing that I got to worry about. I think for the most part, everything else is working. The only thing that's not wired up right, I don't think, might be the live well in the back to like pump the actual water out. I'm not really sure. I would imagine one of the wires down here just needs to be wired up. Other than that, I think we're in good shape, to be honest with you. We're really getting there. Still quite a bit to do, quite a bit of stuff to knock out before this boat is ready to go in the water, but we're getting there one step at a time. I might actually start laying the flooring in the back, or getting the flooring ready to lay in the back, because I don't have to adjust anything in the back. I just need to put the flooring down. So that might be the first set of flooring that goes down. I don't think that I'm going to do that in this video. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I hope you guys are enjoying the progress and the process of me getting this boat back on the water and making it a little bit more up to date and a little bit nicer. And if you guys like this video and you like this style of content, go down, hit that subscribe button, turn on that little bell. That way you guys are notified when I post videos like this, or videos that, you know, might interest you, or you just like the channel so much that you want to hit that subscribe button, that would be awesome. I'd appreciate that. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I love this new SD card. 256 gigs. It's like 8 hours. I could literally film straight for 8 hours. That's insane.